Chris, it looked like competitive, the score, until, of course, Stoinis arrived.
Yeah, I mean, we have to give Stoinis credit there for the way he came in and played was exceptional. He showed how much power he had, and obviously made life very difficult for us. We knew that Australia had to come hard with us, come hard at us, obviously because of a run rate and what have you. But he played superbly well, so credit to him.
I mean, was there a ploy for Stoinis, or he just took off and then nobody had an idea?
No, there's always a ploy. We have plans. Obviously, they're put together. But as with anything, the players are allowed to play well, and today was his day. And I think the way that he came back at us and obviously struck the ball, again, he was exceptional and took the fight to us.
Just another injury to your pace stocks. What can you tell us about that? And I guess, is there a black cat around or something like that? Just so much bad luck there.
No, we have obviously we have had a bit of bad luck around injuries at the moment, especially as you said in the pace stock. We're obviously assessing him. The physio is working with him now with the doctor, so we'll find out exactly the extent of the injury to start with, and obviously we'll have to make some decisions from there.
Seemed like he touched his hamstring. Is it?
Yeah, it's hamstring.
Okay, yeah. And the plan to Aaron Finch today, it seemed like whatever you guys were doing, it was working. Was he just having an off night, or was it more so, you think, just good bowling to him?
Well, I'd like to think that we made life difficult for him. Obviously, there's a little bit in the wicket there with some good pace. Obviously, there was extra bounce here in Perth. But I thought our fast bowlers, the two of them, made it very difficult for him to score runs. But still, he stayed there and obviously played the foil for the guys to bat around him as well. But I was pleased with our fast bowlers and how we bowled at him.
So much focus on Australia, England, and New Zealand in this group. Just based on how you guys went and you pushed Australia, what role do you see your team playing in this group, and how do you see the next few games pan out for you?
Yeah, I truly believe that we can. I mean, not only challenge in this group, but come out victorious as well. I think we've shown that we have the capabilities, and I think we've shown that we have the skills within the group. And I think if we play to our potential, we can run anybody close. And we showed that in the Asia Cup. The confidence is growing within the group. So obviously the important thing from today is to make sure that we regroup and get ready for the next game and we come back strong.
And we saw the other day New Zealand really take the attack to Australia early on. Was that part of your plan at all? I mean, conditions were different, of course, but or did you just have to back the strengths that you have and play accordingly?
Yeah, I think we do. I mean, the question is always, what do we do well and how do we use what we have got? And I think from a batting perspective, the guys at the top of the order, set a platform nicely for us to go from there. Obviously, we lost 2 or 3 wickets towards the back end, which slowed us down again. But I can't fault the way that the guys at the top of the order played because, the ball did move around early on. Life was difficult for us. And clearly, we're not used to that sort of bounce that we get here at Perth. So I think the way that they went about their business, again, to set that platform, they did very well.
Chris, personally, how much are you looking forward to that match against England?
I knew that was going to come up. I think it'll be a great game. Obviously, it'd be great to catch up with a few old friends there as well. But from a personal point of view, I'll be, going into that game the same and preparing for that game the same as I would for any other, really. It's a game that we must win. So we'll do our due diligence. We'll prep for it. We'll make sure we practice well. And we'll try and meet them head on. But we know that they're a good team and we know it's going to be hard work. So we've got to be prepared for that.
Chris, it's been a pretty tough travel for the team. Are they feeling pretty weary at the moment, or what do you think of the fixturing?
Obviously it's been hectic at times, and obviously we're traveling around a lot. But it's the same for everybody, really. So it's something that you've just got to get used to. You've got to try and plan the best you can with training, give people rest, and make sure you're maximising the time that you have, again, for both rest and preparation. So you do the best you can with what you've got, really.
We have a few questions on Zoom, so we might go to Andrew, if you'd like to unmute yourself and ask your question.
Next game is against New Zealand. They also pretty much they know the conditions very well, just like Australia. So will your strategy change a little bit for them?
Will I do what? Sorry, I missed that last bit.
So will your strategy be similar, or you will change something for New Zealand?
First and foremost, we have to take stock of who we will have available to start with. So once we've done that, once we see where all the players are at, then obviously we'll assess the conditions to where we're going, and we'll make the plans from there.
And another one quickly from Zoom. Amitabha, if you'd like to ask your question.
Yeah, hi, this is Amitabha from Creekview, India. Hi, sorry for the loss. Basically, asking about Hasaranga, Wanindu Hasaranga, a very fine bowler, but he has gone for a few runs of late in a few matches. Anyone can have a bad day, but what do you say about that?
I think you've sort of answered the question, really. I mean, he is a fine bowler, we know that. He's a match winner in his own right. Unfortunately, he's had a bad day today, and it's not through lack of trying or preparation. So, I mean, we'll work with him, we'll build him back up, we'll give him the support he deserves. And obviously, he will work hard and will bounce back from this, I'm sure.
Thank you.
And we'll just take one more from Zoom. Umesh, if you'd like to ask your question.
Krish, my question is about the team lineup. Basically, how the team has decided and how the team will cope up with the injuries whenever you will be thinking going ahead in the tournament. How will you cope up with the injuries that are happening frequently in the team?
Well, I mean, any injury in a team, obviously, in a World Cup is hard work. Obviously, we will take stock of where everybody is at the moment and make plans from there. I mean, it's too early to make too many, get too many answers at the moment. So we will just have to obviously see where the guys are. Once the physio gives a report, we'll make plans. But it's too early to say too much at the moment.
Good luck for the next match.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Chris.
My pleasure.
That's all for you.
Oh, thank you, guys. Cheers.
Thank you.